in this lecture, we are going to develop a Pooja app in the gamelab on code.org platform. So here we have got different options. We have got 8 options which we can use for doing the puja. Now let's see how this app actually works. So let's first click on this bell. Okay, fine. This is how this app works. Now if you want some more flowers, like flower animation we have seen some while back, so for that we can click on this flower plate. Get to see these flowers again. So for this we have made use of groups. I will show you the code and I'll explain you how this app have been made in the game lab. So this gear is moving on the basis of the position of the mouse. Okay, it's moving along the mouse, and if you will leave it somewhere in between like this, so it will stay there. If you want to send it back at its initial position, you can press D and it will come here. Fine. Now if you want to change the image which is getting reflected in the middle of this screen, it is Ganeshji's image which is getting reflected right now. If you want to change the image, you guys can make use of left and right direction keys. So this is how you guys can change the image. It can be used for worshipping different gods. So for this we have made use of frames. This is frame 0 which we are seeing right now. This is frame 1. Okay. This is frame 2, I think. This is frame 3. This is frame 3. This is frame 4. This is frame 5. We have made use of, I think, more than 6 frames for this animation. And besides for this bell also we have made use of frames. Okay. Now if you want to reset the app, for doing that you can just press R button and automatically the app is going to get reset. Fine. Now if you want to again do the same thing, you want to do the puja of suppose Ma. So what you can do, you guys can again make use of these options which are available over here and start doing. Okay, so this is how this app works. Now in the app lab, how can we develop this kind of app using the various features which are available in app lab? Okay, so now let's stop this and come on this app lab environment. Besides, I would like to show it to you practically also. So side by side I will be showing it to you how I have developed this app in app lab. So we'll be making use of this browser, this second browser. Now as you can see, the first thing that I've defined is the background. So the background is of black color. From where this animation is coming from, let me just show it to you. So this animation is coming from here. This is the one. Okay, so we have got a black screen in the background, and as you can see, uh, the background of every image is black. So this is the code for the same. Now let's come on this images part. So this is the, let me just show you all the frames on which I have defined the images of different lords. So here we have got Lord Ganeshji's image on this first frame. Okay, this is frame 0. Remember this thing. And this is frame 1. This is frame 2. On this frame we have got Hanumanji's photo. On this frame it is Sai Baba's photo. And likewise we have got different images. Fine. So this is the code that we have made use of for accessing the images. So we are accessing the image using one variable only. Okay, right now we are not using different variables for different images. Instead we are making use of one single variable for accessing all the images. Okay, so this is a variable with name ma, okay, with which we are accessing all the images. And after that, what is this? It is Kalash. So this is the code for Kalash. This is Kalash. Okay, so what I want is, when the user will click on this Kalash, I want to see two different Kalash. Okay, I want to see two different Kalash like this. So the first one is Kalash. Just a second. This one, for accessing this, I have made use of this Kalash variable. And for accessing the two Kalashs which which gets reflected when we click on this Kalash, these two Kalash, this is Kalash 1, and this I am able to access on this screen using this Kalash 2 variable. Fine. And these are the coordinates. Now let's come on Shank. Where is that? So this is Shank. Now when you will hit this Shank, automatically we'll get to see this image over here. This has got disappeared just because we have defined the dot visible for this Shank. Okay, and this is the one which is visible to us right now. So for Shank, I have made use of the Shank variable, and for this image which is getting reflected over here, for this one I have made use of K Shank. Fine, Krishna Shank. Let me bring it here. Now let's reset the app. Okay. Fine. Now it's flower plate. So this is the code which I have. This is the variable which I am using for this flower plate. Okay. And so when the user will click on this flower plate, we want to see a group of flowers to come from this top part of this mobile app, and we want them to go down. Fine, we want them to travel from top to down. So for that I have made use of this variable group. Okay, I will show it to you how I have created several flowers out of one. Now this is a code which I have used for bell. So when the user will click on this bell, automatically two different bells are going to get reflected over here. Fine. So this is for bell 1, and this code is for bell 2. Now let's come on this code which I have defined for diya. So this is the one which, because of which the diya is getting reflected over here. Fine. And this is for agarbattis. This is for main agarbatti, which is getting reflected over here. Now when we will click on this, automatically it will get converted into two different agarbattis like this. And this is agarbatti 1, this is agarbatti 2. So these are the two variables I have made use of, agar 1 and agar 2, for accessing the two agar, for making the two agarbattis. Okay, this is a whole code for agarbattis, and this is for long diya. Where is that long diya? This is the one. So when the user will click on this diya, it will get converted into two long diyas. Okay, so this is the variable which I have made use of for, just a second, for making this for making this diya which the user is going to see initially. Now when he will click on this, automatically it will get converted into long diya 1 and long diya 2. So these are the two variables, and this is the whole code I have made use of. If you are working on this gamelab environment for the first time, it is my suggestion that please do check out the basic tutorials which are there on my channel in that gamelab tutorial playlist. After that only, please make this app if you are really interested. So this is for Jal Kalash. This is the Jal Kalash which you are seeing over here. So when the user will click on this, automatically its position is getting changed. Fine. Now let's reset this app one more time. We are done with discussing all the variables we have made use of in this app. Now this is a variable which I have made use of for the images, the lots images which are getting reflected in the middle of the screen. For changing the frames, I have made use of this variable x, the value of which I have defined as 0 initially. Now when the user will will put his mouse over this Kalash, automatically Kalash 1 and Kalash 2 are going to get reflected like this. Let me just show it to you one more time so that everything can be clear to you. Sorry, not this one. It is this. So Kalash has got disappeared just because we have defined that Kalash.visible should go false if the user clicks on Kalash, and Kalash 1 and Kalash 2 should be visible to the user. So they have got disappeared, and this is the sound which I have made use of for Kalash. When the user will click on Shank, this Shank is going to go disappear and K Shank will be visible to us. Fine. After that, when the user will click on the flower plate, so what is going to happen when the user will click on this flower plate? We'll be able to see these flowers here. Let me just show you from where are these flowers getting the animation. So this is the flower animation that I have defined in the sprite lab over here. Okay, so this is a kind of animation, flower animation I have made use of. Now when the user will click on the flower plate, what is going to happen? Automatically a group of flowers is going to get created. I have made use of a for loop, okay, and it is going to move in this y direction from top to down. So for that I have made use of this flower dot velocity y component, and this is where I have created the group. And in total there are 25 flowers which are getting created out of 1, and this is where I'm setting the animation, and this is where I have set the size of every flower. Okay, besides, the flower plate also going to change its position to this flower plate dot x will become 200, and the value of flower plate dot y will become 365, and it will scale up to 1.3. Fine. So this is how this animation is going to look like. Let me just show it to you. So when we'll click on this, group of flowers that has got created, that have got created, and this is the plate size. It has got enlarged just because I have defined it. Just because of this code that I've defined over here. Okay, over here. Now let's come on the bell part. So when the user will hit the bell, automatically bell 1 and bell 2 will be visible, and bell the animation with variable bell is going to go disappear. Okay, mouse over there. When the user will put the mouse over there, automatically the size of the deer is going to go big, and the position of this dia's x and y component will be equal to camera dot mouse x and camera dot mouse y. Because of this code only, I'm able to move the dia like this. I'm able to move it like this. Fine. So this is a code which we can make use of for controlling the movement of the deer or any other component. Now when we will press D, automatically the deer will go back to its initial position like this. Fine. This is a code which I have made use of for doing that. And when you will hit this agar, so agar 1 and agarbatti 1 and agarbatti 2 will be visible to us, and agarbatti which was initially visible to us will go disappear. Same thing is going to happen when you will click on this long diya. Fine. And same thing is going to happen with the Jal Kalash also. So Jal Kalash position is going to get changed like this. When you will click on this Jal Kalash, position is going to go change, and besides, we will be able to see the animated part, the animation over here, just because of this code that we have defined. The animation of Jal Kalash is something like this, which I have defined over here. Let me just show it to you. Where is that Jal Kalash animation? Okay, this is the one. So this is a kind of animation you're going to see. Now initially I have made it stop. Initially it's not, the animation is not visible to us just because right on the top, when where I have defined that Jal Kalash variable. So the animation for this animation part, this is the code that I have defined, Jal Kalash dot pause. So this is a code because of which we are not able to see the animation. Fine, it's in pause mode, and when we'll click on this Jal Kalash, automatically we'll be able to see the animation just because of this code which I've defined over here. Now let's come on this part. If the user will hit the right direction key, the value of x is going to go going to get increased by 1. If he will hit this left direction key, the value of x is going to get decreased by 1. So when the value of x is equal to 1, the frame, okay, the frame that will be visible to us is this frame. Let me just show it to you. Not this one, this is the one. So when the value of x will be 1, we'll be able to see this frame. Okay, this is a frame which we will be able to see when the value of x is 1. Similarly, when the value of x will become 2, we will be able to see this frame. Okay, likewise, we can change the picture which is getting reflected in the middle of the screen. So this is the code for the same. For x equal to 1, What is going to happen when x is equals to 0? What is going to happen when x is equals to 2? What is going to happen when x is equals to 3? And what is going to happen when x is equals to 4? What is going to happen when x equals to 5, 6, 7 and 8? Fine, so this is a code which can help us in setting the frame of a particular animation. Now what is going to happen when the user will press R? So this is a code which I have defined for resetting the app. So the colors will be visible to us again, and everything which were it will go back to its initial position. The app will go back to its initial position. So everything which was visible to us initially will be visible to us again, and the things which were not visible to us, so they will get disappear. So this is the whole code which I have defined for doing the same. I think here it should be chunk.visible and k chunk should be invisible. No problem. And after that it is for flower plate. This is for the bell. Okay, this is for diya. This is for agarbatti. This is for long diya. And besides that, the value of x is also going to go 0. It will again become 0. So just because, so that we can see Ganesh ji's image which was visible to us initially. So that is the reason I have defined one more thing here, that is x is equals to 0. Jal Kalash, this is the code for Jal Kalash. And the two sounds which we have made use of, the temple bell sound and the shang sound, they are also going to go down, or you can say they will also stop. Fine, so this is the whole code that I have made use of for making this app. Let's see